This is Ellen with Ellen Ruth Soap, and today I am making another Christmas soap, and I'm actually using the same fragrance I used in another soap because I love it that much. I'm doing peppermint candy, and that's the inspiration again today. So the previous peppermint candy soap is a sweet mint, and I used a pink sort of color in that and layered it up. Well, today, and I did a twisty top. Well, today I am going to use Trial by Fire, because I want red and white stripes. I'm thinking of candy canes, and you know, those little round peppermint candies, love those. So peppermint candy is the theme. I'm going to split the batch again and do layers with the red color, go red, white, and then on top I will do some piping. I just want to do sort of diagonal stars and just bring this red white thing right over the top. I love this fragrance. I will do goat milk and oil method today. I'm going to get everything pulled together, and after I have all of my oils and additives together, I will split my oils into little layered portions, and then the same with the lye solution. After I have the lye solution prepped and ready, I will split it up into portions, and I will just do it one layer at a time. That's how I like to tackle layers when I have multiple layers, bite-sized pieces, so that I don't have to worry about tracing and like that last layer getting too thick and everything. That's just how I roll with it. So let's get everything pulled together and make some peppermint candy soap. All right, it's soap additives time, and I'm going to get all the additives mixed in here, and then I will split the oils up into their separate buckets. I will split the lye into its separate buckets. We'll do this one layer at a time. And this is going to be an oat-free soap because I don't want any of the oat speckles. I just want a nice, crisp color. So with all that being said, here is my goat milk that I've water discounted from the lye, and that'll go in there. The fragrant oil is already in here. I've worked with it before, and it soaps wonderfully. It doesn't speed up trace, so I feel confident having it in here. Let's put our heavy cream powder, 2 tablespoons of heavy cream powder, and 2 tablespoons of kaolin clay. We'll get this all blended up, get this split, and we'll get to pouring our layers. All right, we've got everything split up, ready to go, and what I'm going to do with each of these, I have 5 different containers of oil, 5 different containers of lye, and I'm actually going to split this in half. So after I put the lye in here, I'm going to split it in half. Half will be with my titanium dioxide, the other half will be with my Trial by Fire, and then I'll pour each 2 layers at a time. I hope this is making sense to you. And then I have my little piping bags off to the side. I have 2. They have a Wilton 1M little star tip on them, so I'll do some white and some red for piping on the top. So let's get going. Okay, let's talk about what just happened. I'm trying not to cry. No, I'm not really crying, but that's very frustrating. So this is a perfect example of titanium dioxide speeds up trace faster than a regular mica does. And I should have blended my red mica longer and waited a little bit because the red layer obviously wasn't set up and the white layer started thickening, so I had to pour it. So obviously that's going to have some breakthrough. But all that being said, I am going to stick blend this to a thicker trace and wait a little longer before we go to our next layer. So I will definitely have one wonky layer in here, but I'm going to try to straighten it out with the rest of them. But I thought this is a great learning point. It's good for me to be reminded TD speeds up trace. And when you're working with two like this, you know, timing is everything, right? All right, let's move on. We're going to recover. I'm going to recover. We're going to keep going. Staying on target. So I've got all the layers poured and I'm just waiting for my frosting to come up to piping consistency. So just waiting on this and we'll get to piping the top. I think the rest of the layers went better than that one. Oh man, I can't even tell you how that broke my heart. But you know what, we're just gonna keep moving forward and we'll see how it looks tomorrow. But when these get thick enough, we'll get to piping the top. right, it's the next day, and I'm anxious to get in here and see how that breakthrough layer looks. Oh my golly. Okay, so I'm either going to call this peppermint candy or candy cane. Haven't decided yet. Smells great. I think the top looks so pretty. I was tempted to steam it, but I just left it. It's got a little bit of a matte to it, no soda ash. This did go through gel phase, and I did not steam the top. So I just kind of liked how it looked. I didn't want to mess with a good thing. Plus, I'm still shell-shocked from that layer breaking through. I can't even tell you, when you go to the trouble of splitting everything up and think I'm taking my time, and then I just did that, and it's like, oh, for pity's sake. So, you know, but I think the rest of the layers are straight. So maybe we'll have one little swirly layer in here, like a little cream filling, right? Let's just try to make it positive. But I think the top is really fun and pretty, and yeah, there it is. Okay. All right. Enough about that. All right, it's cutting time. It's the time of truth to see how that broke through looks on the bars. There it is on the side. I mean, it's not bad, but you know, wasn't what I was going for. Oh well, win some, you lose some. I still think these are fabulous. I mean, I am delighted. I definitely don't want to come across as a complainer. I think these are beautiful. They smell fantastic. And so they have a wavy layer, you know. I'll get over it. They do make me happy though. Oh, come on now. So I think these are candy cane. I think that's what we're going to call them, with a little cream filling. Let me keep going here. It actually kind of mirrors the little frosting on top, right? So I can think about it that way. I think the little frosting swirls kind of match. It's a little wavy. Oh well. Are we loving it? I'm gonna love it. You know, gotta roll with it. This is, you know, handmade. These are not factory made production line. These are handcrafted. So there we go. Candy cane. All right, next loaf. But all waviness aside, let's talk about how vibrant that color is. Trial by Fire Nurture Soap. It is a fabulous red. It really is. It just is a go-to red for a lot of soapers for a reason. So pretty. Well, the middle layers don't have much of a wave. As I'm beveling the edges and stamping, which I will get to in a minute, I wanted to show you a cute little project that I'm working on. The shavings are just too cute to ignore. So I'm taking a shaving from the bar, and I just have my little chopstick here, and just anything. You could do this around a pencil or whatever, because these are a little bit pliable still. So wrapping it around and around. It's a little time consuming, but not bad. And just kind of hold it there for a minute. And I've got this little peppermint twist. I'm gonna just, I couldn't resist. So I'm gonna make a bunch of these, and I will use them in a soup. No, I won't use them in soup, I promise. I'm gonna use them in a soap at a later date, because I think these are adorable. So I'm gonna sit here and do some little twists, then I'll get to the rest of the beveling and stamping. But they're just too cute to resist, right? All right, well, I'm going to keep going. These These are a little time intensive, but aren't they cute? I have a hot chocolate fragrance that I think I'm going to make a peppermint hot chocolate soap and use these on top. So I'm going to get to the rest of my beveling. I'm going to get to making more little twirlies. They take a little bit of time and it's kind of relaxing. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a bit of the soapy stuff going on here, and have an awesome day.